All right, I got Avant checking in with the Living Room Podcast, man. Appreciate you checking in with me, brother.
Thanks so much for having me, man. I'm blessed to have this nice studio album, bro. There's been a lot going on around it. And, it's just really about giving people, and it's crazy, but I say giving men the true, because men don't really get to speak. And I'm trying to speak for the man. And I'm not talking in ego. I'm speaking as a man. You feel what I'm saying? What I mean by that is I'm not talking about what I have. I'm not talking about, my prized possessions. I'm talking about us as men and how we feel. So that's what this album is based on.
And that's what we need. That's what we need back in R&B, man, because it seems like that's what we lacking. What else do you feel like has really been lost in the game as far as R&B?
Well, I don't think it's anything's been lost. It's just like I look at the R&B now, it's more like disco was. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's a little venture off, but it's going to come back, because if in 1990, from 1990 to 2020, we was doing the same R&B, that hardcore, heartfelt R&B, we would be tired. You know what I mean? So right now, what we did was we ventured off a little bit. Talked about a couple things in the club and partying, but it's going to get back to what are we doing together as a relationship? How do we make this thing work? And I think that's what people can get. And all my true R&B lovers and all the true R&B writers out there, you can channel. I'm giving you the opportunity to channel back into that with this album.
Right. The album name is this is very self-explanatory. You got it. You got it right there. It's called "Can We Fall in Love."
Mm-hmm.
You got singles off the joint. Tell me, what brought you into getting back in the studio and getting back to doing what you love so much?
It's really the fans, man. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, I could have lived outside of the studio and, I could have did my thing, but it's about the fans, man. They're calling me. They're like, yo, bro, we need something. We need some therapy from you. That's what I call my music. It's really therapy. So they like, yo, we need that from you, bro. We need to get back in with our girls. How can we do that? Or we need to get away from this chick. How can we do that? You know what I'm saying? So that's what I tried to base the premise of the album on. It's basically what you're going through in your life, how to get you away or how to pull you closer to your girl. If you listen to a song like Take It Slow, man, hey, it's about making love. You feel what I'm saying? And then you listen to a song like You Don't Love Me No More. Now it's talking about what happened to what we had. You feel what I'm saying? But it's not lust. A lot of us living in lust. You know what I mean? And we having kids in lust. Then next thing you know, we in the court system. Because we never was in love. We just learned how to do that thing together.
Yeah,
Feel what I'm saying? And it's like, but then you look up and say, okay, that's the only chemistry we had.
So
you know what I mean?
I'm looking at the track listings. I was able to go in and check out the joint. Solid body of work, man. Solid body of work. It's refreshing to hear you again. And it just brings me to my next question. I still listen to your old joints, like they're brand new, just because R&B is so timeless, man. It just lasts. Good music lasts with us forever. But do you have a favorite out of any of those old leading singles? Like, I know you got them. You got the joint with Kiki. You got Separated. I know they're different times in life. Can you really give me a favorite one up to this day?
Man, it's so hard, man. I'll be lying if I said I did. You know what I mean? Because we have the passing of Kobe Bryant. But I wrote "Don't Take Your Love Away" when I saw him going through his thing with his wife in Denver. I was actually in Denver at the same time. And, I saw him on the TV and it was like, wow. I saw a man that never humbled himself on the court have to humble himself. And that's what I wrote "Don't Take Your Love Away" from. So it's like, it's hard for me to pick a song because it's all moments for me. If that makes sense. I don't want to cop out, but that's the truth.
Got it. I dig it. And I had the opportunity to see you perform these classic joints here in Jacksonville. You came for the R&B concert, Joe, and everything. I seen you do your thing. Everything's still there. It's solid. You ain't lose one step when it comes to it. And so it was real dope to see that. And so I have another question for you. We know that you and Kiki Wyatt, you guys do great duets. In the future, will there be a possibility that you all work together again on another joint?
Yeah, you know, everybody been asking me about that. It's just all about the perfect timing, you know, and trying to pick different topics to talk about because I don't want to drain everybody with the same "I love you." That's boring to me. You know what I mean? So it might be some spats back and forth on the album, but I
Right.
want everybody, since they're so in tune to wanting to get the album, I know that they're also in tune to wanting to criticize if it's not good enough. And we've set the bar so high. Sometimes you got to fall back and say, okay, I got to make sure this is just as special as my own personal album too. So I got to make sure it's right before I just put it out there, you know?
Understood. Definitely understood. I just want you to debunk one of these rumors that came out here, man. And at first, when I seen it, it hurt me when I seen it. But then I looked and I was like, man, this sounds like bull, man. Can you please debunk the rumor that's going on about you, the health,
Well,
and that crap?
I was supposed to be dead like a couple months ago, so you know what I
Right.
mean. That was the debunk. But it's just all I stopped eating meat. I don't eat meat anymore. You know what I'm saying? But the drastic change was that you still got to find what to eat. So I found the herbs and I found the right mushrooms to eat. You know what I'm saying? So I can give you, if you want to change your life, I can give you the right things to do. You know what I mean? You got to get some cordyceps mushrooms. You got to get some reishi. You got to get some lion's mane. All of these are minerals and mushrooms that actually keeps the body going. It's medicine for the body. You know what I'm saying? So everybody, if you really want to change yourself and get right, hey, that's what you got to do.
Hey, and more power to you for even dealing with that stuff, man. Because like being in the public eye, you guys deal with so many rumors that come out. And when I seen it, it was just like at first it was believable. At first, I was like, what? And then I'm like, come on, man, this sounds like crap. Because I see your IG, I got to see you perform and everything. I was like, man, this is crazy.
Right, exactly. But you know, one thing is for sure, they will do anything for likes.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? So you gotta watch that. But again, if you decide to change your life, it's not really gonna affect you like it would me because I'm in the whole social world.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So whenever I make a big change, it's like, oh, yo. And then people start writing bull. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, man, just your man solid. We good.
Definitely. Good to see that. Good to hear that. I want to take a question back to the past for you.
Okay.
I know when you first came in the game, you were signed under Magic Johnson.
Yes, yes, sir.
Magic Johnson's music label. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. And you know, big ups to Magic. You know what I'm saying? He showed me a lot. And one of the things he told me was, be consistent, be you. You know what I mean? Can't nobody do you better than you. You know what I mean? So I take that with me every time I've been around a great that gave me a great quote. I always keep them with me, man. So big ups to Magic. I appreciate that.
Yeah, because I was checking out your unsung episode, and I feel like every time when I do these podcast episodes and I do my research, I'm learning so much more than what I initially thought I knew beforehand. And I was like, Magic Johnson had a label, and the single that you came out with on the label was so fire, man. It's so classic to this day. It was just like, all right, so I'm learning something, man. So that's dope. That's real dope, man. I appreciate you, chopping it up with me. You checking out the album. Please tell people where they can find your album.
Everybody, please continue to download and stream Can We Fall in Love. That's the name of the album. Can We Fall in Love. Download and stream, and also follow me on the social sites at Avant Music. Everybody, I love y'all. Continue to love R&B because I'm always give it to you.
No problem, no problem. I appreciate you, Avant, man, checking in. You're an R&B king in my eyes, brother, and much success to you in the future, man. I definitely appreciate you checking in with me in the living room. And everybody, go get that album. This is real R&B at the font. Font's back. You got more classes to go, man. So R&B is never dead.
Do, baby.
Nobody says R&B is never dead.
It's never dead. You know what I'm saying? We gotta always keep it on the respirator, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I appreciate it, man.
Thanks, man. God bless you, bro.
God bless you too.
Yep.